Assalamu alaikum. I'm Munir Sheikh, Vice President of Operations and Academic Affairs here at Bayan Islamic Graduate School. Today, it's my profound honor to introduce to you one of our class of 2020 graduates, Natascha Ekici. Natascha is part of a dynamic duo, a husband and wife who both decided to study at Bayan to earn a master's degree while raising a young family and pursuing their professional lives. One of my responsibilities here at Bayan is to oversee the development of the theses by our various graduate students in the MA in Islamic Studies and Leadership program. Natascha produced a very interesting thesis on the efforts of a nonprofit organization in Germany to de-radicalize and reintegrate foreign militant fighters who had been attracted ideologically to militant groups in the Middle East. She talks about those efforts and how lessons learned from those efforts might be applicable in other contexts, such as the United States. Natascha did an excellent job in preparing the thesis and consulting scholarly works to inform and enrich the work that she had been familiar with. This is a wonderful example of how our students are able to leverage their real-world experience and their academic interests in order to produce a new work that can be fruitful and helpful to others. We wish Natascha all the best in her future endeavors. May Allah bless you and make your work thrive.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Natascha, and my husband and I spent the last 3 years studying at Bayan Graduate School. When I was first introduced to Bayan 3 years ago, coincidentally during Ramadan, there were only a few weeks left until enrollment for the next semester was going to close. And while I had been pursuing traditional Islamic education here and there, I never really considered getting a formal academic graduate degree. But when I heard about this opportunity, I knew I could not pass it up. And even though I did not know where it would take me and I didn't have any set future plans, I knew God put an open door in front of me with this, and I could not, in good conscience, justify not taking this opportunity. So within a few days, both my husband and I collected all necessary documents and sent in our paperwork to apply. And I remember the topic of our orientation session before the very first semester was bridging the divide between traditional and academic Islamic learning. And this has really been the theme that has dominated my 3 years at Bayan. Throughout my course of study, I took classes that were pretty academic in nature and others that were very spiritual. And even within the same class, we would be assigned academic as well as spiritual traditional readings on the same topic. And in person, we would have discussions dissecting the themes of the week and followed by an honest conversation of how to translate our new knowledge into our spiritual life and into our lives as community leaders. And Bayan has really allowed us to confront our own preconceived notions about our faith and to question ourselves, to question whatever discourse we had previously been exposed to, and to then dive into a process of deep self-reflection. And this process of self-reflection that was guided by our professors allowed us to really find the middle ground between the traditional and the academic, and to then form a more wholesome and more complete understanding and living of our faith. And having this understanding of both the modern and the traditional has been invaluable. One of the most influential moments of my time at Bayan was actually during my first semester in a class on Islamic philosophy and theology. We watched an interview and then we had a discussion about why many young girls are leaving the faith, with the main reason being that they cannot justify a number of modern day concerns with what they were culturally taught about Islam. And now I work with a variety of age groups, starting with elementary school all the way up to university. And especially for the older girls, and that's myself included, it is essential to address questions they have from all perspectives, to offer them the traditional explanations, but to also introduce a modern line of arguments and contemporary research. And Bayan has really given me the tools to do this. And none of this would have been possible without the professors at Bayan, who have gone above and beyond just teaching in the classroom. They mentored us and they saw the various strengths in us as individuals, and they helped further our personal interests. So thank you. Thank you to all the professors at Bayan, and thank you to all the staff who guided us through the 3 years. I'm truly looking forward to seeing what Bayan will do in Chicago.